gosh, my hair is falling out again. How many of you had kids? Children in the room. So all of you, right? So you go through a period of time when you first get pregnant, you're like, all right, I'm liking my hair, my nails are growing long. You got your prenatal vitamins that have a lot to do with that too. Again, hormones play a huge part in that. And then what ends up happening after you have the child? Your hormones change. And then your hair, your body cycles through another phase and starts to slough off, right? And so that's usually what happens, particularly with childbirth anyways. Same thing as you start to use the product, your body's gonna start cycling through again. So I gave you the men's 2-in-1 because women can absolutely use it. It's gender neutral, so if you like that smell, awesome. I'll tell you can use it as an all-over body wash, but don't put it on anywhere that you don't want to tingle. I'm just gonna tell you that right now. Tell you up close, or if you do, then you go to town. Got a bottle for you. So that was like a long way around the mountain back to what we're talking about, the oil and how it does help. It helps with your mimicking your body's own oil production. So my 16-year-old at the time when I first started, I threw a Monat 2-in-1, the men's 2-in-1 in the shower, and my son started using it. He was 16 at the time. He ran out, and I remember driving him to school one day before he could drive, and he was like, hey, do you have any more of that shampoo, that Monat stuff? I'm like, yeah, why? He goes, I really like it. It like smells good, and it makes me have less zits on my body. I'm like, awesome. And so really when I look back at pictures, I'm like, you know what, it totally did. Like we never had to use any special kind of medication for his skin. The boy does not wash his face. Ever. So whatever he gets in the shower is the only washing he's getting. And he has never had an issue with acne. And I came from a long line of hairless people and acne. So I got the worst of both worlds. But my son didn't have to do that. He didn't have to deal with it. But he wasn't doing anything except for washing his hair. And whatever remnants came off his hair, he would wash his body with it by some grace of God. And he ended up smelling like a squeaky clean teenager. So I love that because it's my own personal story, and I know for a fact, and my daughter has never had acne problems, even when she started to become a teenager. She was able to use the product too and not have any issues with that. The second part that I gave to you is the Rejuvenate oil, and I specifically wanted to set that aside, but I did put it in your packet, but I wanted to set it aside just to tell you how to use it. Because a couple of things happen usually when we don't explain how to use it. First of all, is this sample packet probably has, what would you say, 7 servings, 6 servings, depending on how you're using it. Yep.
Definitely.
Yep. And so Rejuvenate oil you can definitely use it for your hair, you can use it for your skin. You can use it for your heels, you can use it for your cuticles, you can use it for under your eyes, you can use it for burns. My daughter actually was curling her hair and burned her forehead, and within 2 days after putting Rejuvenate oil on it, it was gone. Like it was totally there was not a scar there wasn't even a scab there. We put it on right away. And we're not allowed to claim healing properties. It does not heal, but it does do something. Right. I'm just going to say it does do something. The great thing about Rejuvenate oil too is that it protects, and that's one of the biggest things that it does do. And so you can use this in your hair as a finisher. So after you've dried your hair, if you want to straighten your hair, for example, you can put just a dab, just 1 drop, seriously 1 drop, rub it throughout your fingertips. And just for me, because my hair is fine, but I have a lot of it, I can't put any oil above my ears. It has to be down below my ears, especially with blonde hair. It's more susceptible. New word, high porosity, right? It has my hair. So blonde hair is more porous than darker hair, and that's what gives it the blonde color. And so as a result, yes, and so it's dry. And it also snarfs up every ounce of this oil too. And so if I were to put it anywhere above my ears, I would look like a grease monkey again, at least for a day anyways, and then it would absorb into my skin, it'd be fine. But if you're going out in public, you can't be looking like that. And so anytime I'm using it as a finisher.
Lydia?
What's that?
No, I just said Lydia.
Yeah.
Going out in public.
Well, your hair will love this.
No.
Um,
The dryness.
Yeah. And so, but using it as a finisher is great because after I've dried my hair, I can use it one drop, rub it through the ends, just from my ears down, and then I can use my straightener, and I know it's going to lock in the moisture, so my hair is not going to feel like, what is it called? Tumbleweeds or whatever, dry grass, like it used to feel when I was using my Aveda, actually. The other two products that I gave to you, very intentional. I don't care if you have hair higher than Dallas, Texas, or any state in or any city in Texas. The Revive shampoo, it is from our volume line. However, when you partner it with a super emollient mask, like we've done here, it's not going to give you super honking big hair. What it is going to do is give you exactly the amount of moisture that you need to tame. If you have big curls, if you have thicker hair, it's going to tame that down. But also, the volume shampoo in particular actually helps to remove any any residual product buildup that you might have on your hair. And so what I've heard from people who've used the Balance line for the very first time, without anything else, without the oil or anything else, they felt like their hair was tackier, felt like it was more oilier than it usually feels, and which is actually makes sense because the Renew shampoo, which is from the Balance line, its whole intention, the whole job of the Renew shampoo is to put moisture back into your hair. But if you have any product buildup on your hair, it's just going to attach itself to that, so it's going to give your hair a heavy feeling or a tacky feeling. And so for me, that's what I felt too. I'm like, yeah, I definitely need the moisture because my hair is feeling like straw. And so I started using the Balance. I'm like, this is like making my hair feel really heavy and not drying all the way. It was doing its job, but I still had the residual product buildup that I needed to get rid of first. And so that's one of the reasons why I give everybody the Revive shampoo right out the gates, because it's going to help you to remove whatever product buildup you have in your hair. But again, partnering it with this mask, doesn't matter if you have thick hair, thin hair, or whatever, it's going to work really, really well for your hair. And then, so last thing I wanted to share about that was the wash twice with the volume shampoo, especially because unlike the men's, and definitely unlike the Balance line, the Renew shampoo, it's not going to suds up as much, and that just means it's doing its job. It's breaking down any residual product buildup. So you're going to wash twice. I usually say quarter size for my hair. I'll use the quarter size. We have really hard water too, by the way. If you have really soft water, maybe you just need a nipple size, and depending on how long your hair is. And then, so I do that wash. It's not really sudsing up very well, but I'm okay with it because I know what to expect. I rinse, and then I'm going to use a nipple size again for the second time, washing my hair. That time it really suds up, and I can feel like, all right, now I'm getting some clean. And depending on how often you wash your hair, so I'll just tell you, if I'm washing my hair every single day and I'm not working out, I don't need to wash it twice anymore. I just need to wash it the one time. But if I'm going every other day and I have a workout there, I'm going to wash it twice. Does that make sense? So depending on how often you wash, you might have to do twice, sometimes you don't. Yeah, that's all I have to say about that. So that is your samples. I want you to go home and try it. And the reason why I want you to try this particular combo is because when I did, that was the combination that I tried. When I got out of the shower, and I said, this does not feel like my Aveda. I want you guys to have that feeling too, and I promise you that you will not be able to keep your fingers out of your hair with this particular combo. I'll give you my card. You can call me and say, hey, it didn't work. And I'll say, all right, let's talk about how you use the product. Because it's got to be user error. Because I know it's not the product error. So that is that. Last thing I wanted to share with you guys is, you know what, I don't know where you guys are at in your life. I don't know who hasn't had a vacation in forever, who's figuring out how to make ends meet, or who just wants to do something significant or wants to feel like they're doing something significant in their child's life or in their family's life. What I do know is that Monat has been providing these things and so much more than I ever expected when we first started, a year and 8 months ago. And what I also know is that you guys have an opportunity to do something here too. You could, I know most of you are probably already buying full price, or you're a VIP customer, which is great. If you're paying full price, bless your hearts. Ever since Amazon Prime came out, I will not pay shipping for any products. that I find. I'll figure out a way to not pay shipping, and also I'll always find a way to get a discount on the products. If you're a VIP, awesome. You already know what's involved in that. You're going to get 15% off for life, and you'll be able to get your products for free when you get your favorite system shipped to you. The third option is to join us. To join us as a business partner. You become one of our market partners. And here's the cool thing. You have an opportunity to test drive the business to see if it could be a fit for you. And if it's not a fit, best case scenario, you'll make some money and augment your family's income, maybe pay for a vacation this summer. Who knows? Worst case scenario, you're getting 30% off of all your favorite products. Worst case scenario, 30% off of your favorite products. Do I have to say that again? Because that's kind of a big deal.
Yeah.
I'm the discount girl, so that was like kind of a cool thing for me. But you guys get to choose where you see yourselves here. I'm gonna be hanging out, finishing my wine, finishing my antipasta salad because I can't have the bread, but I could smell it all day long. But I'll be here to answer questions, and any questions that you guys have that Janet might be able to answer too. Would love, or Julie and Janet. We're gonna be here hanging, so.
Yeah.
Thank you for
That's
coming.
Yay,
all.
thank you.